Okay guys, so in this record I'll try to contain all the concepts and tags in HTML5 we took in the previous sessions. First thing is to make a folder to contain all your work inside it. Okay, so to make this folder you need to go to the documents, for example, and inside the documents press right click, choose new, and then folder. This folder you can give it your name. This folder you can give it your name. Let me repeat this step one more time. So again, all what I did, I opened the folder and file explorer, and then I went to the documents, pressed right click, made a new folder, give it your name. Okay, let's call it your name too because I have another one with the same name. And then inside the folder, okay, add a new text document, call it index, press double enter to open it, and in here press file, save as. Next to the file name, add this extension .html, and then press save. HTML as a shortcut for hypertext markup language. We use it, as we're going to see right now, to design web pages. So far we don't need this text file anymore. We will be using this one the entire time. As you see, it's now empty web page. It has the same name we just assigned, which is index.html. This is actually the file name. So let's press right click, open with Notepad to adjust the content inside this web page. We have inside it three essential tags. The very first one is called HTML, and it has to be written between greater than and less than signs. We have opening tags and closing tags. To close the tag, we add a backslash before its name, /HTML. You can consider the opening tag as a switch on button and the closing tag as a switch off button. Why we close some tags? To prevent it from affecting anything comes after it. Okay, so this is the first one of the three essential tags. The second one is called head, /head to close it. Third one is called title, /title to close it. And in between here you can give the page, you can put the page name, and this one is going to appear at the tab at the top of your screen. So we can call it, I will call this one, for example, Rev1 or Revision 1. Ctrl S to save, and then let's refresh the page. As you see, the name of the page is changed now on the tab as Rev1 or Revision 1. Let's complete. So this was the head. Let's add now the rest and the third one of the essential tags, which is called the body. And this one you can consider it as a container of everything you're going to add inside your web page. Okay, the very first thing to be added inside the body tag is the background color. It can be inserted through using the BG color property, and you can assign the color here as a fixed name like aqua, and then press Ctrl S to save. Refresh your page. The aqua background color is going to be applied, or you can get a color code, like you can search for blue color code and get a specific color according to its code using those codes. For example, I'm going to be using this Turkish color 509 7A4. So if I insert it here, 509 7A4, press Ctrl S, this color is going to be applied to my web page. Okay, so this is the first step. Let's add now a text inside my page. Let's add a text inside my page. Let's say for a text like programming revision, and I want to format this text. Let's show you the shape of the text before formatting it first. This is the shape of the text after inserting it. So let's format it. To format it, we have two tags to be used. or two types of tags to be accurate. The first one is called the font tag, and this one can carry up to three items or three properties inside it. The first one is called size, to control the size of the text, and color, to change the color of the text as well, equals between double speech marks. You can assign the color like brown, and face, between also double speech marks. You can choose the face of the font, but be sure that the double speech marks are inserted with the shift button. Don't insert double individual speech marks. So again, don't insert double individual speech marks. You have to insert double speech mark directly using the shift button. Okay, the font face here, if you don't know it, and if you don't know, like if you don't memorize any font names, you can press here, edit, and go to font, and here is like a menu of all the font names you can use. If you don't memorize any font name, you can use it to get the font name and list it inside this tag called face. But if you know the name, you can directly use it. I like to use this one always. It's called Comic Sans MS, and then press Ctrl S to save. Let's check the changes now. The font changed to be with the specifications I assigned inside the font tag. What else I want to add? What else I want to add? I want to add the bold and italic and the underline. And those tags are going to affect the text. B for bold, I for italic, and U for underline. Instead of retyping it one more time, you can copy the tag and paste it down and put the backslash to close it. I'm closing also the font tag with a slash. And to change the place of the text, this is why I left this space, I need to insert the paragraph tag, which is called P. Inside it, there is a property called align, and memorize it because we're going to use it many times. P align equals center. Press Ctrl S to save, and then go back to your web page and refresh it. The text is going to be moved to the center as a bold, italic, and underline, and also with the same specifications we assigned inside the font tag. This was for the text. Let's add a line breaker, which is BR tag, and after it let's add an image tag. But before adding the image, let's get the image itself first. We can use a site similar to Pixels to get an image. For a photo, let's search for programming, for example, and let's get an image. This one looks good. Press here, choose the original size if you're going to use the image inside your web page. If you're going to use this image as a background, okay, you have to set its custom dimensions as follows: 1920 by 1280. Okay, so it's different according to the usage. If you're going to put it inside the web page, you're going to use the original size of the image. If you're going to use it as a background, you're going to use the custom dimensions. So this one, I'm going to insert it inside the web page. So let's press download selected size. This image now is downloaded. As you can see, open it from the downloads folder. Press Ctrl X to cut. Press Ctrl X to cut. And then move to your folder and paste it using Ctrl V. So Ctrl X to cut, Ctrl V to paste. Rename it with an easy name like 0 so you can easily use it inside the tags. And inside your notepad file, insert this tag. It's called img space src. It's shortcut for image source. And here you have to mention the image name, which is 0, with the file extension, which is JPG. If you don't know the file extension, all what you need to do is to open your folder and press above the image, right click, go to show more options, and then go to properties. Check the file extension and use it inside the notepad file. What else we can adjust to the image? We can change the width of the image. Let's make it 750 pixels, for example, and height equals 550 pixels. You can also add border equals between double speech marks 5, press Ctrl S to save, and let's get back to our web page and refresh it. The image is going to be inserted with the borders and the specifications we assigned. The image tag is one of the tags that we don't have to close it. Again, the image tag is one of the tags that you don't have to close it. Let's move after the image to add another empty space to insert the heading tags. The heading tags are used to add headings for paragraphs. They are used to add headings for paragraphs. There are 6 tags actually. The biggest one is called H1, the smallest one is called H6. So let's start with the very first one is H1. This is the opening, closing H1, and I will write inside it here grade 12. And instead of retyping it one more time, I will copy and paste it. One more time, and then I'll change those values. Press Ctrl S to save, and let's get back to the web page, refresh to check. Here, what happened when we inserted the heading tags, the biggest heading, which is H1, it represents grade 12, and the smallest one represents grade 7, which is H6. Let's back again to our web page to insert a new shape of the tags, or a new part of the tags, which is called lists tags. We have 2 types of lists inside HTML. One is called ordered list, and the other one is called unordered list. The ordered list gives you a list with numbers, like a numbered list. The unordered list gives you a list with bullets, like bulleted list. Both of them actually are so similar. For example, here is the ordered list tag, it's called OL, the closing tag for it, /OL, and here is the list item tag. So each item you need to insert it using one of those tags. I'm inserting here some names. How you can write Barcelona, guys? It's not famous enough so I can memorize its name. Again? Farsi. Okay, like this? Okay, I'm sorry because like this is not famous enough so I can remember the name. Okay. And then I'm going to add more claps. Okay. Fine then. Okay guys, sit down. So again we inserted an ordered list. Let's press refresh to check the page now. And as you see, yes, we inserted a numbered list using the OL tag. We can control the type of the ordered list, and instead of using numbers, to use Latin letters or alphabetical order, for example. So in here we can write type equals between double speech marks. You can mention the type as A, for example. Press Ctrl S to save, refresh your page. You will find here the numbering system is changed to be alphabetical order, and in here if you change this one to be I, for example, it's going to be changed to Roman letters. So you can control it to be alphabetical or Roman, capital or small, using capital A or a small a, capital I or a small I, or even if you deleted the type, it's going to be numbers from 1 and on. On the other hand, we have another type, it's called UL, unordered list. Let's leave a space between both. It can be inserted using the UL tag, and let's delete the type for now. Ctrl X, Ctrl S, and then refresh the page. So here we have two lists, one is numbered and one is bulleted. And we can also control the type of the bullets. If you inserted the type property and you called it square, for example, or circle, it's up to you. Press refresh. The type of the bullets is going to change as you just saw. Okay. So let's insert now the table tags. And some of you said previously it's so confusing. The most important thing, guys, for the table tags is to build it in a very perfect way. Let's say to build the very first TD tag in a very perfect way without any problems. So let's start with the first one because there are 3 tags. It's called table. Leave a space. First thing is width equals between speech marks. Let's say 700 pixels. And color, BG color. Equals between double speech marks. White. Border equals between double speech marks 5, and a line equals between double speech marks center. So this is the first one, the opening tag for the table, and here is the closing tag for the table. Inside it comes the table row, which is TR, and inside the TR, TD, table data. This one reflects the columns. This one reflects the columns. So let's say I want to insert a text or to make like a calendar table. Before inserting the text, it needs to be adjusted. Like I want to make it center aligned, and I can control also the font size of it. So you can copy any one of those tags, P align to put the text in the center, and font tag to change the font size and face. Let's make it sized as 5. And here you can insert the text itself, like Sunday, for example, or our week here starts with Monday. So Monday. And you can copy the content in here and paste it 6 times. And then you can change here the content inside the cell. So first one is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay. Then press Ctrl S and go to your web page to refresh. Check what's inserted. Now we inserted only the headers of the table. Now your table is ready to copy the entire TR tag. Copy the entire TR tag and paste it 5 times down. Let's check. Okay. And here you can insert now the days, like 1. And you keep completing until you reach 31. Okay, after you finish, guys, don't delete the extra table data tags. Don't delete the extra table data tags. Just empty it from the data inside. Just empty it from the data inside and leave it so your table stays organized. Let's refresh now the page. Here is our table inserted. And if you want to control a cell, for example, or an entire week. So if we want to say that last week of this month is going to be Which week? What did you call it?
Tuesday.
Vista week. So I want to highlight the Vista week, for example. I want to highlight the Vista week, for example. What should I do then? I need to insert inside the TR tag BG color equals between double speech marks yellow. Here I'm controlling the entire background color for last week in this month. When I refresh the page now, look, the background color for the last row only is changed. If I want to control only one day, similar to the very first day of this month, for example, I can insert the BG color property, but inside the desired day. So this is day 1. Here is the TD tag for it. Leave a space and insert the BG color property. Change it to be any other color. Press Ctrl S to save. Refresh your page. Now the background color of the desired cell is changed. Okay. So let's go back again to the notepad file. So far, do we have any problem? Okay, sounds good. Let's leave a line breaker. And let's leave those for a while to get a video and a sound track or an audio track. Okay, here are some videos related to programming. Let's get this one. Okay, he looks crazy but looks good, it's fine. Let's download the video as a 4K, press download. And I'm going to get one more thing while I'm opening the site here. Photos again. And we can search for website background. Let's get this background. And as I told you previously, you have to assure that you're downloading the custom size, 1920 by 1280. Download selected size. And we can open Pixabay to get a soundtrack, non-copyrighted soundtrack. Okay, you can also try it before you download it if you want. This one is bad. Okay, I'm downloading this one. Okay, after downloading the files, guys, you will find it directly inside the downloads folder. Select all of them, press Ctrl X, get back to the folder that contains your web page, press Ctrl V to paste everything. Here is the background. You can change its name to any easier name. Let's name it 2, for example. And the soundtrack, let's name it 3. The video track, we can name it 4. Okay, so let's get back. We have to insert the audio and video. So let's start with the first one, the video. Space, controls, equals, between double speech marks, controls, and src for source, equals, between double speech marks. You mention here the source of this video. So what is the source of this video? The file, we called it what? 4.mp4. And we can also try to mention, I'm trying to collect all the properties we need to insert inside one line so you don't get confused, okay? So again, source 4.mp4, and we can also add here the type equals between double speech marks video /mp4. Let's press Ctrl S and check if it's working properly or no. Okay, the video is inserted, but what we're missing? Dimensions, exactly. We're missing the dimensions. So here we need to add width equals between double speech marks 650, height equals between double speech marks 550, and we can close the video tag /video. Ctrl S. Let's refresh our page. Okay, here is the video inserted and it's working properly, as you can see. One more thing to be added, we need to align it to the center, so I'm going to add this one before it, the p-align tag before the video. And you can copy the tags as you just saw, there is no need to retype the tags. Let's add now a line breaker and copy the video tag. Instead of retyping another tag for the audio, change this one, type audio, control source 3.mp3, the type audio.mp3, and there is no need to insert any dimensions. And here you can add the auto play function and close audio. Let's check if it's working properly or no inside our web page. Yes, sure.
Can we remove those 3 blanks in the list or 4? We'll go back to the website.
Okay.
Okay, these, can we remove these? Or is there no way we can? Because they're blank, they have nothing.
It's okay, but if you erased it, it's going to damage the the borders of the table. It's fine if you left it. This is better actually.
Weird.
Okay.
Like that.
If you want to merge them, you can use a function called colspan. Okay, but you haven't took it yet. There's a function colspan, C-O-L pan, P-A-N. Okay. Later on, I'll be explaining it after the test. Okay. So here we inserted the video and the sound tag, both are working, as you can see. Let's close it so you can get focused one more time. And now let's move to the links tags. Let's add a line breaker first. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. And let's start with the link tags. Here I'm going to insert at least 3 links. One for an official web page similar to YouTube, for example. Another one for an offline page similar to one of our offline web pages. And the third link to an email, so you can contact others using it. The first one is called A/href as a hyperlink reference. A/href as a hyperlink reference. Between double speech marks here, you can mention the destination you want to go to. For example, let's say I want to go to, instead of YouTube, let's say I want to go to Pixel's homepage. So copy the entire URL, paste it inside here, and then copy any of those font tags, because here we want to control the font that's going to be displayed for the user. And you can type here pixels, and also we need a p-align tag to add this link in the center of the page. If you don't want it to be in the center, you can leave it without the p-align. It's going to be inserted on the left side of the page and it's fine. And here we need to close the link tag /a and add another br tag to leave a space. Let's check now. Press Ctrl S, refresh, scroll down, there is a link already inserted, and as you see, when you tap it, it takes you directly to another website, which is Pixels. So another link, copy this one, or before copying it, let's duplicate the page first. So to duplicate the page inside your folder, all what you need is to press here, right click, and then copy press right click again and choose paste. Here you have duplicated the web page you were using. You can rename it, the new file, rename it index2, and then open it with Notepad. When you do that, it's going to be a little bit confusing, so you have to focus which tab you are working in. You have to focus which tab you are working in, because now there are two. I will try to make a change in page 2 or in index 2 so you can identify it using another property called inside the body tag. It's called background instead of BG color. So this one is called background instead of using BG color. And here I'm getting the name of the last image I downloaded, which is called 2.jpg. Press Ctrl S and get back to the index 1. Copy the entire link tag you inserted and paste it down. Instead of using URL here, type the name of the other file, which is called index2.html. And here you can change the text to be displayed to the user to be second page. Press Ctrl S. Let's go to your web page, refresh. Now you have another link to take you to the second page with the new background image. But in here I have a link for pixels only. I need to add a link to take me back to this page. Okay, so in index 1 we have this link ready already, so there is no need to repeat typing it. Just copy it and go to index 2. Okay guys, so here this link tag is already inserted in page 1. Copy it and paste it inside page 2. Change the name of the file to be index only without 2, and instead of second page make it main page. And press Ctrl S. And let's refresh our page now. Scroll down, main page link is working and second page link is working as well. Last thing to be inserted inside both, copy this link tag, paste it down one more time, change this URL to be as follows: mail to : and here you mention your mail. And the text to be displayed to the user, make it anything suitable. Copy this link tag, press Ctrl S, paste it again inside the second page, and then refresh your page. Save it and let's get a refresh. And here is the we didn't change it. This one, the text to be displayed to the user to be I copied another or a wrong tag. I need to copy this one. I copied a wrong tag. This is my bad. Okay, now press Ctrl S. Let's refresh. Okay, now it's correct. So when I press now contact us, I can use my email or I can use this link to send an email to others. Okay, that was all for the revision. I hope you got everything, guys. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask.